I'm Jay Thomas, and welcome to Rides. This show looks at anything that has an engine and a story told by the owners. Here we go. Another beautiful day in the great state of North Dakota. We are going to go look, specifically one Ford, and I can't remember what year it is. It's an old Victoria. It's decked out, sweet. Well, let's go hang out with Verlin and his lovely wife, Pam.
My wife had to work today, but she was insistent on getting you guys lunch. So
That is outstanding.
Huh? How about that? The wife insists that we eat, and she's not even here. All right, let's go hang out with, I guess, just Verlin today.
All right.
Hey, Mr. Thomas. How you doing?
Surprise, surprise, you're polishing it up.
I do have another ring.
Let me take the ring up. I'll help you, brother, on this thing. You bet. How the hell you been, man?
Not too bad, not too bad.
There it is. Every time I see this thing, I'm just blown away. Your car, tell everybody about it, man.
52 Ford Victoria. Bought it from a friend of mine in Bismarck that built it. Told him if he ever wanted to sell it to give me a chance, and he did.
Who in Bismarck built it?
Chris Fry.
Chris built this?
Yep.
We had him on the last season
Yep.
on Rise. God, that guy is so talented, man.
Yeah, he's never been a body man to me. He's always been an artist.
An artist, yeah, you're right. I mean, I see the custom work up, but it's your car. I'm gonna let's talk the customization.
Okay.
Tell everybody what's been done on it.
Well, it's sectioned 5 inches, shortened. It's channeled 2.5 inches in the back, channeled 3 in the front.
Gives it that nice.
Yep, sitting on actually Pontiac Bonneville suspension. So it rides like a dream.
Of course, the louvered hood, I love that.
Yeah, and the ghost flames. That kind of ties
yellow
it all
clothes.
together. They look like they belong.
Exactly.
Pretty much fully loaded, electric windows, electric seats, electric trunk.
So in this 52, you're really driving very modern technology. By the way, for you Ford guys and gals out there that are going, Jay, that's a little sacrilege having a Chevy hat on. Really? Well, what's under the hood of this Ford?
My Ford buddies, they give me a little grief about this, but I can live with it. It's a 350 LT1 tune port out of an 87 Corvette.
No, 87 what? Chevy Corvette. So I don't want to hear any grief about the Chevy hat. How dare you? This thing gets up and goes, doesn't it?
It'll do fine. It's really set up for cruising.
How do I?
I got a key remote.
There we go, there it is. What are these seats out of?
I don't remember what the seats are out of.
Well, I'll tell you what,
They're all lumbar.
They're comfortable, and I love what he did with this dash.
Yeah, the French gauges.
Isn't that great? What's the color?
It's actually a Ford color. It's called teal green.
Frenched in lights.
Yep.
Frenched in antenna.
Yep.
Great stance on it. Still sounds as good as it did the day I saw it.
Want me to turn the key?
Let's hear it, man. Let's hear that 30. Yeah. Give it a little juice. Wow, man. What a beautiful car. Brother, while we're here, let's talk about the really, really orange Mustang.
One I drug home from a neighbor up the road here, actually. Kind of wanted to do our own bling on it, so we went with Harley Davidson orange. Wanted to go with a white interior for something different.
The white interior is the one that blew me, and it's not so much the white interior. This is what got me right there. I mean, who the hell puts white carpeting in their car other than Verlin and Pam? What's the 65 running, 289?
Yep, 289.
Just as pretty under the hood?
It's,
Eh.
yeah, it's,
Really? Looks pretty damn good to me.
yeah.
289. This thing got a cammed up.
It's got a mild cam, yeah.
Oh, by the way, for you Harley Davidson purists, there's your black right there. Well, dude, I hate just dropping in on you like this. I don't know if you had anything going on today or not. Evidently not, other than polishing your damn car. I know it's last minute. Can we take the Vic out?
You bet.
Oh.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right, let's go take the Vic out.
All right.
These seats are fantastic. I love how you French that in.
That is pretty cool.
Wow, yeah, this
Pretty
is
smooth,
this
ain't it? Yeah.
is really
You said
smooth.
you look at it, you wouldn't think so, but is that them?
That's
Oh, that
them,
was them.
That's them filming us, yeah. Dude, this was fantastic.
All right.
Hey, thanks for letting us bust in on you out of nowhere and just come hang out and show off. This, unbelievable. This is just one finger driving. Verlin, thanks for being on Rise.
Hey, not a problem.
Thanks, man.
Not
Thank
a
you.
problem.
Today we're up in Grand Forks, North Dakota. This guy literally drives this gasser across country. And an old VW bus. It was a rock band's touring bus. You're gonna love these vehicles. This is Rides. Probably messing around. There he is right there. James, buddy.
Hey Jay, how's it going?
As always, you're all messing around with holy hell.
Right, yeah.
How you been, brother?
I'm doing all right, We're trying to run a little shop here, and
Yeah, I see you got some projects going on.
yeah, it's always busy.
All right, let's talk about holy hell. This is a first for Rides. I don't think we've ever come back and done a car again.
Well, we appreciate it.
But I wanted America to see this car. Every gasser's got a name, and there's always a story behind the name. Holy hell, why?
I have a buddy, Paul Anderson, that named the car. I've been racing pretty much my whole life. I know that you take weight out to go fast.
Yeah.
That's better than horsepower.
Yeah.
I just started drilling on the thing. Then I guess I get a little crazy with it. So there's 2,000 holes in the car that GM didn't put in it. Everybody asks how much weight has gone out of the car. For a while, I was taking a 5-gallon pail, and I went over and put them on the scale after a whole weekend, and it was 7-8 pounds. So I was like, I'm not gonna do that anymore. We're just making holes. If you total everything, it's probably 40 or 50 pounds that
It looks cool.
Yeah, no, that's the big deal, I think, just to make the look. Yeah.
All right, so walk us through this car.
It is a 55 Chevy. The frame is stock, but heavily modified. It's a 454 block with the 396 crank, which is a 427 the easy way.
Yep.
Aluminum head, roller cam. I haven't dynoed it, but it's probably making 600 horsepower. Nah, maybe not, maybe 550. I've driven it to California twice. Had to set a deadline. I had a friend, Tom Kuntz, that had passed away, and he liked to follow everything that we're doing here. So I wanted to dedicate it to him. He passed away in 18. So in 19, I was like, I gotta make it there for him. And that's what we did.
And you made it. Well, you know what, before we dive even deeper into this thing, can you pull it out in the sun?
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah, that thing sounds great, dude.
Yeah, it's fun.
Flip the hood.
Let's
Let's
take a
do
look
that.
underneath. Fiberglass front clip, right?
Yeah.
All right, walk us through this power plant.
Like I said, it's 427.
yeah.
I really like to build stuff period correct. So it has a dual point distributor in it. It's got a coil from the 60s. It's got a 66 Impala radiator in it. Valve covers are vintage. The cylinder heads are modern.
Yeah.
The gear set that's in it right now is a 280, something like that.
Yeah.
And all you do is flip the gears over and drive around town at like 530 or something, which is way too much.
Have any problems with law enforcement with the exhaust on this thing in town?
I've been pulled over one time,
Yeah.
and the guy just wanted to look at it.
You just want to look at that was it?
Yeah, everybody's pretty good with it.
We got to take a look at the interior.
Sure.
You did the old school gas, so you got to have the colored glass, dude.
Right.
So, no, this is tinted, of course.
Yep.
Where did you find red tint?
I found it on eBay. I guess it was really hard to work
eBay.
with.
You can find everything
Yeah.
on eBay. I love the interior trim. I love the old school diamond.
65 Mustang seats like they would have done. The shifter is probably early 60s Impala,
Yeah.
Super Sport Impala.
Zodiac, that steering wheel.
Yep.
Let's talk about what happened on one of your trips, James.
Well, the first time we were down there with the car, we met Gene Winfield and his crew down there. 1 year or 2 years later, we ended up going to the Winfield meet and had a great time. And we get out on the interstate, something was happening in front of us. I didn't get on the brakes quick enough, and we rear-ended a Kia.
Oh.
Windshield, my buddy almost went through the windshield. In fact, if you look inside, you can see dents in the dash where his knees hit.
Oh.
And
Damn, dude, really?
Yeah,
This
you
is,
can
we're
see it.
talking,
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
all steel, and
Yeah,
his
yeah,
knees
yeah.
dented the dash.
Did he break anything?
He hurt his ankle a bit, but I don't think it was broken. So
Good God.
the next day, I must have had a dozen calls from people that I've never met that said, "How can I help you?"
That is so
Yeah.
cool because of the hot rodding community.
Yeah, we drove it out of that garage.
You got it back on the road or drove it back to North Dakota.
Yep.
That is a great story, man. James, I got to tell you, man, thanks for coming back on Rides
Yeah.
again. Can we actually take this out on the streets of Grand Forks?
Yeah, let's go for a drive.
Let's go for a ride, man.
I can't believe you just take this gas or just go cruise around
Yeah,
the
man,
streets, man. That
it's,
is nuts.
If it's nice out, it's truly my daily driver.
Dude, what is that? Oh, that's a Kia. Oh, no. No, stay away from
Let's
that
go
Kia.
get
What are
him.
you doing? You're tempting fate, James.
Let's go get
What are
him.
the chances? This is definitely a boulevard freaking car, man.
And what comes by? A damn Kia. A Kia comes like, James,
just
stay
followed
away from that car, man. Hey, dude, thank you so
Yeah,
much
thank
for
you.
being on Rides again, man.
I appreciate it, man.
Great car, you're a great guy. I'm Jay Thomas, and welcome back to Rides. As promised, we're going to give you a blast from the rock and roll past. Christine, welcome to Rides.
Thanks for having
How
me.
you doing?
Good.
Here it is,
Yes.
the van. What's the name of the van?
It's the XL's Dance Band van.
The XL's Dance Band Van.
Yep.
All right, tell us about the van.
All right, so I have a family friend. His name is Jerry Shapansky. He had it back in the early 60s. He used it for his band.
Haul the boys
Yep,
around.
yep,
And the
exactly.
equipment.
Yep.
61, right?
Yep, it's
When did-
1961 Volkswagen microbus.
When did he buy it?
Probably about 62 or 63.
So it was fairly new when he bought it.
Yep, yeah, it didn't have very many miles on it when he bought it. He got it, they put bunk beds in it, they had their music equipment in it, they took it all over the place.
Where was the band from?
From Crookston, Minnesota.
So how did you get it?
So yeah, I had been posting, just that I've been wanting one of these vans since I was a little girl. And I just posted, I had them on Facebook, and I was like, I'm looking for one of these for years, and he just told me, yep, I have one parked out, Carlston, Minnesota, out in the woods.
So how long did that thing sit in that?
Over 50 years.
50 years it sat there?
Yep.
What kind of shape was this in?
It's pretty rusty. The whole cab floor was gone. These whole bottom part was gone. We had to replace that. We had some paint matched as close as we could get it. Yeah, it was pretty rusty.
I love that you just left this patina on here.
Yeah, I wanted to keep it as original as I could.
So if you look close, the band actually they did this?
Yep, they etched in the name of their band here. It says the XL's Dance Band nationwide tour from Crookston, Minnesota.
But for the history of the van, it's great that they did this because this is never going to go away.
Yep, I just love that. I kept it. I wanted to keep that history on it.
And then what's on the door?
So that's the name of the band members. It says Jerry, drums, Bill, guitar, Andy, bass.
I can't believe that stuff is there.
Yep.
I mean, that's proof is in the pudding. I mean, it's right there.
I think that, the sun mostly hit that side of the bus for all those years, so I'm glad that it kind of preserved a lot of this.
Has any of the band members, are they still around?
All of them are still alive.
Really?
Jerry lives in Fargo, and I believe Andy's in Texas. I don't know about Bill, where he's at.
Have they seen this?
They haven't seen it in person yet.
Can we take a look inside? How
sure.
groovy is the inside of this 61 microbus?
It's definitely unique.
Check this out. Yeah, that's screaming 60s, 70s.
Oh, yeah.
Who did the interior work on this?
So I did most of it.
You did?
Yep, I did the carpet, and then James helped me with cutting the paneling and just glued the fabric to the panels up on top, cut the records.
You've got an eye for this. I mean, this is really cool. And look at the speakers. Those are actual drive-in movie theater speakers. I see wires going to
Yep,
them.
they work when they want to.
Wait a minute, you didn't bust up a Grand Funk Railroad 45, did
It
you?
was scratched.
A colored
It was
disc?
scratched,
A
I
colored
promise
one?
you.
Oh my God, duh. No, you added this. That wasn't on
My
there.
daughter Maisie actually
Really?
She drew this, and I just kind of transferred it on there for her.
Same thing down here?
Yep, I just drew that up, mocked it, and then traced it on there and hand painted it.
The XL's Dance Band
Van. Yep.
All brought back to life. Man, I would love to see the expression on the face of the original band members when they get to see this thing. All right, so we're gonna try to jam my long legs in here and go for a ride?
Let's go.
All right, let's go for a cruise. Yeah. Okay.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready to rock and roll. Going for a ride, peace, man.
So what are you gonna do with this? Pass it on to your
Yep, my daughters will get it one day. They're, you know, when I'm gone or can't drive anymore, they'll have it. So
There you go.
it's definitely a blast from the past.
Oh, that's just. Oh, there's a kidney
There it is.
buster.
Peace, man, peace. No, usually this is where I shake your hand, tell you thanks for being on rides, but I got something for you. All right, so you like the old stickers, you got the peace stuff on here, you got a reference to the Eagles, take it easy.
Yes.
We got this when we were filming up in Payson, Arizona. Her name's Nikki Ross, just unbelievable artist. So she gave us a bunch of her stickers that she designed. Here it is.
Perfect.
Does
yes.
that work?
Yeah, it definitely works.
There you go. This thing is so cool. You saved a piece of not just automotive history, but music history.
Yep.
I love this. Thank you so much for
Yes.
being on Rides.
Thank you.
I'm Jay Thomas, and welcome back to Rides. Every week on Rides, we like to bring you what we call the Hangout segment, just a cool place where guys and gals like to hang out. The place we're going to show you today, it's a little unique. It's not at somebody's home. It's my buddy Dave. Dave and I have been friends for years, and I've always hounded him. Dave, you got to be on Rides. You got to show off what you got. He has amassed so many signs and collectibles from the gas and oil world and the pop world. He finally agreed. He said, all right, I'll be on Rides. So let's go see if Dave's ready to rock and roll with us. Dave, buddy. Brother.
How you doing, buddy?
Man? I cannot believe what you've amassed over the years since I've known you.
You know, it's been a short 10 years collecting, and it's just, I kind of enjoy coming to work.
Yeah, what got you the bug, man?
We redid the inside of the shop about 10 years ago in the white metal, and I'm like, boy, that's awful plain. A customer of mine came in and gave me that sign right there, that Central Exchange sign. He says he found it in a ditch.
That's your first
That
one?
was one of the first ones I ever got, and I said, that's pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
You know?
I remember when you got that. Now, that's really rare, that Pegasus, because it's a right
It's a right-hand facing.
And I remember you called me going, you're not going to believe, I'm going to send you pictures. You can't believe what I'm going to buy.
I can't believe it. It was like on Facebook, somebody told me about it. Ended up being a guy I knew from 20 years ago that lived 2 blocks from my house.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so I went over there and we negotiated a deal on it, and just after I saw it, I just had to have it.
If you said, Jay, you can have anything out of my shop, my hangout, you know which one I want. I want that Texaco.
The Sinclair, the Texaco, the Standard came from a gentleman out of Detroit Lakes. Believe it's from the 40s. It's not dated.
Yeah.
The neon was redone, but the sign itself,
But the sign itself,
the can itself is original.
That's all right. And you and I made some calls to people we know.
And yeah, I've never seen another one.
They've never seen this sign.
No.
So if anybody watching this, if you have any idea on that sign, man, reach out to us. Please do, because we looked.
This is actually one of my favorites, this air machine.
That's the real deal,
That's
right?
the real deal. A gentleman restored that out of Florida and called me up out of the blue through my website, and it's from the Sunoco station that was in his hometown. Yeah,
No.
It's got the original stainless steel spears on it, so it's got that Art Deco look to it, and so it's got to be from the 50s.
There's another Pegasus, now left
Yes.
side. Now this one, so now you've got both. And this is what?
This is the left-hand facing. This is 1955. That one was 1954. But this one's kind of cool because this is a local North Dakota sign out of Hillsboro. There was a mobile station in Hillsboro, and from the 50s to the 70s, they shut down, and it was the owner's dad that owned the station. And they hung it in their barn on a wall since the mid-70s, and that's where it sat until about 4 months ago.
Hence why it's in such good shape.
And that's why it's so nice shape. The back of it's like brand new. I'm just really fortunate to be able to preserve something like this.
Famous Dave's barbecue in town, shutting down. Yeah.
They had an online auction.
You gotta get this.
And so it was gonna be on the auction. And then they took it off the auction because it was winter. I found out who owned the place. He lives in Minneapolis. He owns a couple of them. Over the next 3 months, we negotiated a deal to buy it. I said, here, we're gonna keep it local. There were 6 transformers the size of batteries in there to run all the neon behind these letters. And so we took all those out, and that was the only way we were able to get it up there. It's 22 feet long and 4 feet high.
Buddy, thank you, man.
Always my pleasure.
I know. I love you, brother. Thanks for being on Rides.
All right.
Hey, if you have a cool story that involves a car, a motorcycle, a boat, heck, anything with an engine, we want to hear about it. Just go to rideswithjthomas.tv, send us a picture with your story, and your ride could be featured on the show. And don't forget to visit the merch shop where you can get all your Rides gear. From everyone here at Rides, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Every week we like to bring you a really something really cool when it comes to rock and roll and automobiles. Christine, welcome to the, I almost said welcome to the Jay Thomas Show. What the
I know. Happy birthday.
You suck. Joining me on what the tell us about the job with this thing. You really, I love, wait a minute.